question from Creed Jackson Williams III. And Creed asks, what is the best advice for new business owners in the fitness or strength performance industry?
The best advice?
Advice.
Oh,
sorry.
advice. What's going through my head is, I'm trying to think of many different things, but what's going through my head is, you need to be more educated in business than you do, or as educated in business as you are in your own trade, in your own craft. But you better be very educated in your own craft at the same time, or you're going to have to hire people who are more educated in their craft than what you are. If you're an auto mechanic and you're going to open an automobile shop, well, you better know how to fix cars, all right? Or if you want to open that automobile shop, but you don't know how to fix cars that well, you need to hire somebody that knows how to fix cars, all right? And in this industry, we get a lot of people that don't know how to fix cars that open their shop, all right? Then they don't hire people that know how to fix cars. They just regurgitate everybody else's shit and be able to put it out there. So my advice is, know. And you still need to know your craft. You need to know your industry. You need to know training or whatever part of the industry you're going to go into. You need to know it thoroughly if you're going to be coaching or teaching or writing about it. If you're not going to be doing that and you're going to hire somebody who's going to come in who's going to oversee that, you need to know it enough to at least know that they know what they're doing. All right, or you're never going to be able to hire somebody that knows what they're doing if you don't have the basic clue of what's going on. So that's the first part there. A constant study of business is important. It's business principles and fundamentals pretty much always stay the same, but it evolves. And there's always I don't want to say there's adversity, because there's not. There's constant adversity. It never changes. There's always going to be one aspect of business, be it marketing, human relations, legal. There's so many different components that's going to be stressed at a certain period of time. So if they're going in the industry, my biggest advice is, don't be the technician anymore, be the entrepreneur, so you can focus on and try to create systems to know what's broken and what's not broken. That way, you're still going to be putting out a lot of fires. That's the nature of business. Fires do happen, you got to put them out. But you got to be able to be educated enough to at least keep some of them from growing in the first place, without knowing exactly what they're talking about as far as in regards to, if it's a training center or what they actually are trying to do. It's really hard to answer the question. The other advice is, make sure that, and I tell this to anybody that opens a business, make sure it's a value-based business and that you use those values as your guidelines as far as how things are going to operate and how they're going to run. You might slip up a little bit, but that's where you're always going to come back to. If you do that, then you'll always be